It's 11 a.m. on December 2nd. I'm extra angry now, extra salty because it's the second time I had to record this whole fucking thing. I don't know why. I recorded the whole thing and then some error in the file. It won't play. It won't put on the editing board. That's exactly what I need right now. In fact, yesterday I told people I was going to have a video up yesterday, and then I didn't. And I guess I should apologize for that, but not really. I don't feel like apologizing for it. I'll tell you why. Because people pushed me to a point where I woke up yesterday morning going, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm not making the money for how much my phone digs, for how much people want from me, for how many questions I have to answer in a day, for how nonstop, for the harassment and the hate mail and the nonstop. This thing here, it dinged 500 times on Saturday night till 2 in the morning. I got to set some boundaries. We'll talk about that today. But also, freezing rain is ending in northern BC right now. A little bit of freezing rain been going on today. And you got some snowfall, heavy snowfall in the north still continuing. Is a little bit of a lake effect snow in Ontario. That should settle soon. However, there's a very big storm coming towards you later this week, so it won't settle for very long. No, it won't. Warming conditions coming to BC. Going to be so lovely. I can't wait. And hopefully this time recording this works, and I don't just spend 10, 15, 20 minutes talking to nobody for no reason. The bad news show, let's go! There it is. This is bad news. My God.
Falling out right now.
Anything could happen. Get on! Wow. I'll watch the video later. They drum up in this. Holy, minus 50 still continuing up in the north. Still continuing on the Northwest Territory side still as well. 50 centimeters fallen by Wednesday morning in the Yukon side as well. And we got big time snowstorms. So all this snow that we've been talking about heading up into northern BC, 50 and 25 centimeters going on for Jade City, South Klondike Highway, White Pass, Teslin, Swift River, areas like that. 15 to 25 centimeters in 24 hours expected there on the Yukon side. So big time snowfall totals there for you. Looking at BC, freezing rain warning continues, although I expect that sometime soon this should end. So if you see this afternoon, like, holy freezing rain warning, remember that I'm not talking about you probably anymore. It's probably over by that point. In fact, already I've been watching on radar. We had freezing rain up on 97, was coming down pretty good. 75 centimeters in the General Stewart area. 10 to 15 centimeters still expected there this morning. So strong wind gusts happening today and through Wednesday morning on the Central Coast there. On the freezing rain warning continues in the afternoon. So this will the freezing rain that's moving out is moving into the Peace, and for a little while in the afternoon, that could be a situation for you. And then as well, Alberta, you'll be coming into that next. Saskatchewan right after that. Then the cold side of the line is to be found over near the Manitoba border, where 15 centimeters of snow is effectively falling there. Big time snowfall total still in southern Ontario. We got our lake effect snow there. Could see 60 centimeters in some of those areas up on Goderich, Grand Bend, and inland, and go on not quite to Sarnia. Could see 40 cents there in the London area. 20 centimeters and whatnot, straight north of Toronto. 5 to 10 centimeters. Possibly Collingwood and areas like that. Could see 30 more yet today. My God, I am grumpy after having to record this entire thing a second time. Oh boy, I'm so grumpy. Addenbrooke Lighthouse, 245 millimeters of rain fell there this weekend. I don't know where that is. Bella Bella Airport, though, 209. Some of these larger numbers in the hundreds there still in the coast. Saw a little bit of freezing rain there in Kitimat area and Terrace. Not too much, but enough to be problematic. And then Stewart Airport, 73 centimeters of snow falling there over the weekend. Terrace Airport seeing 34. So some pretty heavy snowfall totals there. Let's go check out Ontario. Can you compete with them? Nope. That lake effect snow that's been going on there. 136 centimeters into Echo Bay, Sault Ste. Marie seeing over a meter. Crazy stuff there. And even Goderich, even the areas down South Kitchener, even Kitchener seeing snow. That's how often at this time of year you're seeing snow in Kitchener before December. It's not common. It's not that it hasn't happened, but it's not common. Definitely not common. Some social media totals were reported: 140 in Gravenhurst, 125 in Bracebridge, 175 in Elmwood. Messy conditions over central and northern parts of the province Yeah, that's going on. So periods of heavy snow up in the north. Sure, things warming up down the bottom. You're going to see some heavy snow in the Yukon, Klondike. Absolutely, you will. You're going to see some improving conditions there for us in southern BC. Heavy snow still. Freezing rain, ridgetop winds. That could continue still for Tuesday as well. So be aware, Tuesday. We're not completely out of this freezing rain, even if the warning ends for today. Could see still some pretty heavy rains on the BC coast tomorrow morning. BC interior, going to see the freezing level 500 to 1,500 meters. So warm-ish for a lot of us. Yeah, okay. And then you can see the atmospheric river pounding into Alaska. And that's why, because of all that crazy snow up there in the north coast, and it just says avoid being in or under avalanche terrain during periods of snow. So it doesn't give you any scenario in which it thinks that you should be trying to be out there right now. And hey, you're in Smithers, and you're like, oh, it's only considerable. Stick to mellow slopes that are sheltered from the wind. Extra caution is required. And you're like, well, I'm 10 feet inside the line here, so I'm okay. That's not how it works. No. So and likewise here in Wells, maybe right now we're in the moderate, but just near us in the same. I can look at mountains from where I live here and see mountains that are considered considerable. So where is that exact line? I don't know. Let's not find out the hard way if you can help it. Thanks to all the warmer temperatures down there, things are melting and kind of compressing and whatnot. So while conditions are generally safe, you got to watch for avalanches in extreme territory nonetheless. All the same there. Now you got nice warm weather coming into BC, right? This jet stream is just up and down, up and down. That's kind of more or less, that climate change thing I've been talking to you about, how we don't see a nice, easy representative jet stream anymore. We've seen one that's always bent and broken and trying to find that warm air reaching up towards the north, trying to get as close as it can, right? And the cold air spilling on down. We get these sort of outbreaks of cooler air already at this time of year that you would not expect to see so much, really, right? So very, very warm for us in BC, and got a stormy weekend coming up. But hey, I'll take it. I prefer the precipitous, angry Pacific conditions over a lot of other things. And you can see that storm that's going to happen in eastern Canada. It's going to be pretty awesome. Cold air is sliding towards you there, and you are going to be subjected to it. Most of BC seem pretty cloudy right now, really. And you can see how spillway of water in the air. The atmosphere is full of water out there. It does want to come towards BC, and it will this week. We got a break for a little while, and I think southern BC, you're screaming because it's been pretty dry down there. And I get it. It's not snowed much. It's not rained much in a while. It's not great for a lot of you, especially if you're living in lower elevations. I mean, if you live up in higher terrain, maybe you've been seeing quite a bit of precip and whatnot in southern BC, but not if you're living in one of those drier areas like the Okanagan and whatnot, and you're dying for some precip. I got it. Even though 93, 95, whatever it is, highway down there through Invermere and Golden and Elkford, I hear there's nothing for snow on the ground for a lot of people there. Very little grass showing kind of stuff, right? So it's concerning, very concerning. So some of the strong winds today, you can see that was Thursday we were looking at. You can see how some of those strong winds will pick up. These aren't crazy winds, but might get a little gustier in the peace and whatnot today. So we got our snowfall coming on up into northern BC, coming like crazy, nonstop, won't stop for anything. Here's temperature. You can see temperature warming up tonight. Very nice. Not for Fort Nelson. No, they're just going to stay on the cold side there, unfortunately. But you get this nice pocket over into Alberta, and a lot of you seeing real nice. Southern BC actually a little bit cooler the way that ocean flow has come in and changed things a little bit. But you can see that atmospheric river, really, Alaska just getting absolutely slammed this week. It's going to be completely gross and insane for you. I don't look forward to it at all. I'm sure for you, but we might get a little bit of precip in the interior this week, but no, nothing really major coming. Nothing really major. I'd say if you're south of Prince George, you got a bunch of days off now to kind of get some shit done. And here comes the next storms in by the weekend. You can see nothing insane so far in the model. Nothing that really draws my oh wow. This guy, maybe that's a little ways out. So, but it looks like we're going to get into some precip this weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be anything extreme or not. I think we'll have a better idea in a few days, but I would be really surprised if it's wrong, at least about that. I think when you're popular in society, everybody looks at you and goes, that guy. And it can be actually a very abusive relationship to be someone like myself, to be someone who's public. It can be a very abusive relationship with the public. The public sits on you, squishes on you, shits on you, yells at you, hates you, loves you. You're the best. You're the worst. it's really hard to deal with often. It really, really is, okay? And we'll come back to weather in a minute, but I got to spend some time here and just talk about boundaries. So this is literally, you can see at 11:54 p.m. on Saturday night, after this guy had been writing me for quite a while, I guess the zero lack of support. And you know what's going on Saturday night at that time? I was probably playing a video game. I was smoking some weed. I was paying no attention to the world. I was having Joey time. Just doing my Joey thing. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I haven't seen you in years. Your stuff doesn't come on my feed. You're a guy who booked me a show. I liked you. I did. You're a guy who booked me a show in Trail, BC that had no promotion. I didn't get paid hardly anything. They didn't feed me there. And the hotel room was disgusting. I didn't complain. I was nice about it. You were still an acquaintance after this. Maybe some other musicians would have said, screw you. Thanks. You know, one of those shows that really didn't work out for me. Nonetheless, I don't owe you anything, man. I'm giving myself away to everybody every day here. I'm giving myself away. I can't afford to make, yesterday I wake up and it's child support day, and I'm looking at my bank account going, wow, how many more months of this can I do until I have to just quit being the Caribou Weather Dude and go find a job in the bush somewhere, falling trees and doing bullshit, because I can't afford to continually give away my stuff. And it's like, it's one thing if people are harassing me 24/7, and I'm getting by in life. In my music career, it was fine. People would constantly bother me, and I'd say, well, and we go play a gig and make $3,000. I'd make $3,000 in a night, and I'd say, well, that's part of the what I'm being paid to do is be patient for everybody. Okay, so when I'm making about half of what I need to get by in a month here, and I'm losing money, I'm not getting my needs met. Some of you are helping, and I'm so thankful to you. But in general, I got to tell you all, like, I'm telling you what I need here. I need patrons. I need supporters, donations. I need channel members. Please sharing, subscribing, liking, helping the algorithms, things like that. Those are the things I do need, okay? That's what I need. What I don't need is, so this gets crazy after a while. And this is just a fraction of what the guy sent me. I'm just too big, dumb, or gray. I'm just dumb, not worth promoting or even notice in shadow of others. I'll take the role of the villain, just venting. I did it alone. If you only knew what the witches did to me, they made me stronger. Like, our heroes appreciate at least one piece of honest heart. I've never tasted victory, just a mountain of loss and suffering and blood for my toad to handle. It's not, they let me not be an artist. People will never get me. They'll bask in the acclaim, and I'll sleep under bridges. When I'm dead, they'll pretend they're my friends. Be honest with me. You don't even like me, do you? Like, holy fuck. And it's just every 10 seconds. Ding. No bullshit. If you hate me, I can block you and you become successful without you. Ding. And my phone, and I'm like, I go and I put it in the other room. I'm like, fuck, I can't handle it. Why are you writing me so much, dude? I blocked him the next day. The next morning I woke up and I said, fuck you, when he wrote me again. I'm tired of being underestimated. I've never, people paid to produce anything I've ever done. You know why no one cares? Because you're sitting around feeling sorry about your fucking self instead of having a vision or having an idea. Right? I wrote the song after a short fucking drummer tried to fight with me and split his head with two. And people have been complaining about my swearing and unsubscribe too. By the way, I'm a redneck. I'm a dude with a mental health issue who went to the mountains and said, you know what? I'm done with the world. I'm done. And keep that in mind, that I'm a guy who's up here because I want my peace and my quiet. I want to be left alone a lot of the time. Right? And part of this job in being your weatherman is that people are literally dinging my phone all day long. All day, that I've actually got through a recording session without the thing dinging is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I think because I said on Facebook, you're driving me crazy, people have stopped. And some of you don't mean to be, frustrating to deal with. Like, Repo, I'm sure you're a really nice person, but I don't need my phone to ding with gifs of a rainbow and someone waving, and I don't care. No offense. I don't have time to. I can't, and I literally have 500 friend requests from people I've never met with one mutual friend or less. I can't take you all on. I can't be everything for everyone all the time. I'm not making enough to get by as it is. I'm not guilt tripping, just pointing out a truth, in the words of Buster. The other thing is, there's 40,000 people in Weather Watchers now. There's 6,000 subs on this channel. If everybody gave $1 a year, I'd have no issues. I'd say, you know what? People are paying me to put up with their shit. Fine. I'll put up with it. But when I'm waking up and I got sending child support money out the door, and I just put up with literally 12 hours of harassment from the public. And I say, why am I doing this? Put it from my perspective. What I'm wanting from the public, I don't want a business. I don't want to charge everybody. I want this to be free for everybody. I just would love it if that equivalent for the amount of people watching came back for $1 a fucking year. For the 40,000 people on Weather Watchers, $1 a year. It's Christmas. When does Joey get his Christmas present? I don't know. Maybe it's time to just give up. On top of that, Arnold, I've been clear what kind of help I want. Okay? I've been clear that I want patrons or donations or channel members, not you to show up at my house driving from 2 provinces when I say, no, actually, I'm a private person. I have children I protect. I don't want random strangers showing up at my house. And then you're looking for support, but when it's offered, you have a huge mistrust for self-protective reasons. No, it's because I have fucking boundaries, man. I have fucking boundaries. My boundary is don't come to my house. Door 1, 24-hour period, or door 2, 10 times 4. I don't know what that shit means. Don't give me vague fucking things I have to guess about, okay? That actually makes me crazy. It actually makes my fucking mental health go, whoa, I don't want to do this anymore. People are causing me suffering. I've told you what kind of support I want, okay? Not vague, weird riddles that I have to figure out. I don't know what that shit means, man. And I don't want to find out, okay? I told you what I want for support. I'm telling everybody what I need for support. It's coming into Christmas. You got some extra money. You're making money off my channel because you are making your business plans, your farming plans, whatever. You're sending your workers out one day and not the other. Please, kick something down on the channel. It's all I've been asking for. Because right now, as it is, it's like people are just loading me with all of their neediness. Non-stop phone dinging, non-stop questions, non-stop, Joey, I want to travel this day, is it okay? And I try to be patient for everybody. I try my best to be everything to everybody. But it's kind of like, with my mom, I used to just like push her buttons and push her buttons. It's like, wow, she's unlimited. She's all powerful. Nothing phases her. She can do anything. And until one day she's just like, stop it! And you go, wow, I'm affecting my mom. This is me going, stop it! I'm not sure I can keep doing this. And here's another one. Sometimes I'm getting bothered by people who I really care about. If you really care about me, put yourself in my shoes for a second. Ryan, I love you, man. We saved your life. But no, I don't want you to call me at 4 a.m. to talk about the accident. And honestly, I know you're traumatized and you still don't understand what happened. You're still trying to figure it out, and I care about you and I hurt for you. But also, your accident fucked me up too. Seeing your arm on the road, picking it up and putting in the bag, it's not something I want to talk about every week of my life. I've told you what happened. I can't. At 4 a.m, you've been drinking? Don't call me to talk about the accident. At 4 p.m, if you've been drinking. If you've been drinking, don't call me. I'm sober. I have a stress level. I need it to be, woo, right about there. Don't cross my stress level, friends. If you care about me, please don't fucking call me at 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. So I'm currently having a lot of the negative effects that come with being famous while not reaping the positive ones, like being able to make my bills paid and being able to expand my channel, being able to afford advertising, being able to do things that would help this channel grow. I want to get a website. I need money. I need income to come in so that I can support my kids, so I can support myself, so I can support the channel. I've not been asking for much. I've been asking for the 40,000 people on Weather Watchers to throw $1 in each per year. And then I could just do this. But I don't know. I might, at some point in the next month and a half, say, I have to go work. You're driving me crazy, and I'm going broke doing it. That's what we're coming to. I don't want that. You don't want that either. And hopefully me venting about it will make me feel better enough and make you understand enough that we can see some change around here, that people will respect Joey's privacy, Joey's boundaries, Joey's needs, and try to help Joey be the Caribou Weather Dude for all of you. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be mean here, people. I need to have my boundaries understood and accepted. And acted upon. Look at how that nice line straight on down to Ontario, coming in time for Wednesday when that big snow is going to land there. Yeah, big old storm. Sure. And northern BC taking it pretty good. A lot of that snow sitting around the 97 highway area north of. This model only showing 20 centimeters on that area. I'm sure if I zoomed in, I could find somewhere higher. Some are saying up to 50 centimeters, so we will see. But it looks like Eastern Canada is about to get a big-time snow story. The cold air is going to be dropping down for you there. It will make quite a bit of difference. You're going to have more winter-like conditions while we warm up here in BC over the next little while. Yeah, some of those temperatures this week in the prairies, like, I don't know, man. Sorry, you're not getting off, as nicely as maybe you wanted. I mean, there's a warm-up coming. Finally, you get it. Maybe at the end of the week you get it in the southern prairies. A bit of a warm-up in the northern Ontario. So that Arctic air is finally starting to work its way out of here and work its way somewhere else. And maybe that'll set us up for the next round of it sometime down the road. I don't want to think about it. I want that cold air to stay away. I hate the extreme cold. And, so we'll be watching. We'll be watching later on in the month as we come in whether or not we get another round of this. I don't want to see that. So, I mean, this isn't necessarily going to happen, but the model right now says that sometime around the Monday the 15th, Sunday the 15th, Monday the 16th, where you probably see some Arctic outflow. And we'll see. That's a ways away. Really, the story is today, southern BC is getting warmer. Northern BC still garbage. Transition day going on right now. A couple nice days in the interior. Looking forward to it. Resumption of garbage weather by the weekend, most likely. Although right now the models aren't showing anything that's got me terribly concerned. But, things could change between now and then, so we'll be watching for this weekend's totals, I think, as we go. And please share, like, support, sponsor. I need sponsors. Yeah, I'd love to advertise your company. I've had 100,000 views on this channel this month. 120,000 views. You want some advertising? I could use some help. You could use some help. These are ways I'm looking for actual help here. I'm not looking for people to come surprise me with riddles and show up at my house in the middle of who knows when. Like that. You might find a very hostile Joey if you do that. Okay? Respect my space and my boundaries and my privacy. Support the channel if you can. And if you can't financially support me, that's fine. Just come watch. I'm still a community guy. I'm a socialist who's I'm giving away my knowledge. I'm giving away my product here for free. Giving it away. Somebody reward me for that before I lose my mind and say, that's it, I'm done. Bye.